Hey everybody, Jason here from More Than Rewards. Chances are if you're watching this video, you're trying to get My Chapter Manager to work on your PC or on your Mac, okay? What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to do this. The issue is that Microsoft has recently updated their browser to Microsoft Edge, going away from Internet Explorer to Edge, and because of this, it's caused some compatibility issues with certain features of My Chapter Manager. So to make this work, we have to go in and check a few checkboxes and set a few settings right to make it work on our PC. If you are a Windows user, I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very easy to do. It doesn't take much. It doesn't cost any extra money. You'll be able to use it just fine, right? Now, if you're a Mac user, it's a little bit more complicated, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Essentially, what you have to do is you have to install Microsoft Edge web browser on your computer system, and then you also have to install a special extension on this web browser called IE Tab, which I'm going to talk about at the very end. But if you're a Mac user, what you'll want to do is you'll want to Google Microsoft Edge. You will come up with a page that looks like this. You're going to choose Install for Mac OS. You're going to install this web browser on your computer system rather than using like Chrome or Firefox or Safari. We're not going to use that. We're going to use Edge for Mac. And then once you do that, then we're going to install an extension called IE Tab. You're going to search for IE Tab, and we're going to go through the motions of setting that up. But I'm going to do that at the end of this video, so since most of our users are PC users, so that way we can get into the PC side of it, and then we'll cover the Mac side of it separately, right? Now, if you are a Mac user and you're running an emulator product, which is something called Parallel, this is a program that allows you to run Windows on a Mac. You'll notice this is what I'm doing because I'm a Mac user as well. And if you see here, there's my Mac toolbar across the top. It's got those little funky little dots, right, that Macs have. And then inside of it is my Windows PC with this Windows Start button. And the way I'm doing this is I have this product called Parallels installed, which you can easily install if you're a Mac user and put that on your computer as well. The downside is, again, it's $100 a year. But what's really nice about it is that it allows you to run any Windows program on your Mac computer system. So I'm a pretty heavy Mac user, so for me, it definitely makes sense because I can play video games with it and do different things that I would normally not be able to do on a Mac without it. If you don't want to spend the money on that Parallels, then you're still going to have to get this IE Tab, which is $20 a year. So that means that Mac users are probably going to be spending at least $20 a year if you're a Mac user for this IE Tab extension when we're all said and done. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. That is what it is. If you're a Mac user, you're looking at breaking out your wallet for $20 a year to get this. And I'm going to show you how to do this at the end of the video, okay? So when you boot up your Windows machine, you're going to see that it looks like, and you open up down at the bottom, it's going to have a Edge icon. That is going to open up the Edge browser. Think of this as a web browser, just like Chrome, Safari, Firefox. These are things that you use to go to websites on the internet with, all right? So you want to open that web browser up. You're then going to take and type in mychaptermanager.com, so it loads up just like this, right? And then what I do is I start with the M with my cursor, and I go all the way to the left to https://mychaptermanager. I right-click, and I left-click copy because I want to put this in my clipboard because I'm going to be typing this in a lot here in the configuration. So I highlighted it and I copied it so I don't have to type it. Alternatively, you can type it, but if you do what I did, it'll make it a lot easier. All right. So once you have it copied in your clipboard, you're then going to push the three dots in the upper right corner here. You're going to scroll down to where it says Settings. You're then over on the left going to click Default Browser. You should see it should say Internet Compatibility Mode, right? Now, if you're a Mac user and you just opened up Edge on a Mac, it will not be there on a Mac. So if you do this on a Mac, you will not see in compatibility mode. You have to be running in the Parallels desktop or Windows environment to see this, okay? So just keep that in mind. But again, I'm going to come back to the Mac setup at the end of the video. So now we're going to continue on as a Windows user. You're going to see Internet Explorer compatibility. It should look like this. We're going to change this from default to allow. All right. There's a blue button will appear. You push it. Boom. Restart. Now it's going to open back up. It's going to say allow. Now you're going to hit the add button right here. Hit add. It's going to open up this dialog box. You're going to right click and left click paste, right? This is why I did that. Otherwise, I'd have to type that in here multiple times. So it should say https://www.mychaptermanager.com, add. I'm now going to do it again, add, right click, paste. This time I'm going to remove the S because I just want it without the S, all right? I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to go add, right click, paste, and I'm going to remove the period and the www. So it's just https://mychaptermanager.com. I'm going to do it a fourth time, right click, paste. This time I'm going to remove the www and the period and also the S. So now it's just http://mychaptermanager.com, just like that. So if everything's all done correctly, you should see 4 sites in here that look just like this. HTTP My Chapter Manager, HTTP www My Chapter Manager, HTTPS My Chapter Manager, and HTTP www My Chapter Manager. Okay. You'll also see this internet option selected as well. Now, if you click it, you can't select this if this is not available, then that means that you probably don't have this set to allow. And you need to double check it and switch it back to allow. But assuming you did everything and you're following along, this should say internet options. You're going to click it. You're going to come over here now. And now you're going to go to security. From security, you're going to go to trusted sites. You're going to go to sites. So again, internet options, security, trusted sites, sites. You got this dialog box up here. You're going to right click, left click, paste. We're going to do the same thing we did before in this box. Now, this little box right here, if you don't uncheck it and say we try to paste and say we remove the S, you're going to get a warning. See, it's not going to let you do it. So what you want to do is you want to uncheck this and then hit add. And then you should be able to put in HTTP or HTTPS, right? So just keep that unchecked. Then you're going to do it again, and we're going to do the same thing. Remove the S, but we're going to remove the www and the period. Boom, and we're going to do it again. We'll leave the S, and we'll remove the period and the www. So it's essentially just like what we did on the previous screen. We have all 4 sites listed here, just like that, okay? You're going to hit close. You're going to hit OK. All right, we're almost done. Now you're going to come over here on the search box, upper left corner. You're going to type in internet. You're now then going to spell internet correctly. Enter internet, right? Then over on the right, you will see if you scroll down. So I'm using my scroll wheel on my mouse, but you can grab the thing here and go up and down on it too if you want. But you're going to scroll down and you're looking for this yellow here where it says Internet Explorer IE mode button. You want that button. You want to turn this on. You'll notice it puts a little icon right here, right? You can turn it on and off, on and off, on and off, right? Turn it on, turn it on. That's it. Now you're done. You got everything set up. We're ready to go, right? You can now go back to My Chapter Manager. Now, if you go to this website, just like what I am, you'll notice that it's got this icon here that's blue. When you click this, you want this to be black, right? Now, if it's black, you can click it and click it again and make it blue. But when you click it the first time, you want it so that this site, this little box comes up, right? Because there's an option here in this box where it can say open this page in compatibility mode, which you want to turn on. And so if we say we turned it on, you notice how it hides it. You'll do it again to get, you might have to click it once or twice for that box to come up. See, now it's there. So we want to turn it on, and then we want to click it again, on and off, so it comes up, so we can edit it because we want to turn this one on as well. Because the goal is we want both of these things turned on. If you don't turn on both of these things, it won't automatically like load it when you go to the site, right? So just turn them both on and hit done, right? If you've done everything correctly, what you should see is that this box should be black like that. You'll have this little warning, them trying to get you to upgrade your computer system. Just ignore it. Hit the X button here. Goes away, and now you're good. You're now able to use My Chapter Manager without any problems. So now you don't need to do any plugins or any special thing. You can just come here and start using it. You do have to use Microsoft Edge though. You cannot use this in Chrome, right? Now, if you do want to use this in Chrome and you're a stickler for using Chrome versus Edge, then you will need to install the IE-Tab Chrome extension, which I'm going to show you later on when we get into the Mac setup of how to do that. And that's going to cost you $20 a year, right? But if you want to save $20 a year and not use that Chrome extension, just use the free Microsoft Edge product on your PC and you'll be fine, right? So now I'm going to log in to show you. And the way you can test it is, again, this should be black. And I'm going to just log in. Logs in fine. You're going to see where it says My Chapter Settings up here. If you do this, you should be able to click around, right, without any issues. And as long as that works, you should be A-okay. You should be good, right? If that doesn't work, then chances are you did one of the steps wrong. You need to rewind the video and watch it again. So that is it. That's how you can use My Chapter Manager on a PC. Okay. Now let's talk Mac. All right. So if you're a PC user, you're done. You can kill the video, move on with your life, right? But if you're a Mac person, let's explore what you have to do to make this work on a Mac. Okay. So to make this work on a Mac, again, I stated earlier, you're going to have to install the Mac Edge on your Mac PC or on your Mac computer. When you do, down in the Mac toolbar, you'll see this same icon will appear on your Mac launcher, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and just open this up because I do have a Mac. So I'm going to hit quit. All right. And I'm going to open it up on my Mac. All right. Now I'm running Edge on my Mac. This is 100% running on my Mac. I'm not in an emulator at all. I'm just using my Mac computer. All right. So now what you need to do is after you install Edge, you have to come over here and you have to type in IE-Tab. And you need to go under where it says right here, IE-Tab add-ons. You can click this option here. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. You're going to push Get. You're going to have to hit Add Extension. It might prompt you to log in with your Google account. So I'm going to say, it says sign in to sync data, right? So I'm just going to hit sign in to sync data. I personally don't use the Microsoft stuff. I use Google. So for me, I'm not going to sign into this. So you don't have to do that. So I'm just going to close it down because I don't want to do that with that. You can literally just install it like I just did. Now, if you come into the 3 tabs here, you're going to go to extensions. And you're going to see it listed here in your extensions. There it is, IE-Tab. Now turn it on by clicking this icon right here. And you'll notice that when I do that, it puts it up here on my window, right? Boom, see, I'm turning it on and off. So now when I kick this thing on and I click it, boom, it adds another little menu down below here, right? Down's another little menu down below here. And it's going to want me to install the like an Edge extension to update your PC, right? It says to install this browser, you must be a PC emulator, download the updates to your PC, Windows restart, blah, 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 right? You're going to hit this and this. I don't think you want to do that, right? Because I'm already running Edge, so it's not necessary. So don't do that. I don't know why they have that on there, right? Don't do that, okay? So because we already installed Edge. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over and just go to My Chapter Manager, www.mychaptermanager.com, right? And when you're on this website, I can close these other sites down now. If I hit the little icon right here, boom, right, it brings up that same shtick, right, where it's got that same login there. And now you'll notice on the right here where it says IE11, you want to change this to IE8, right? Now, if you're a Chrome user on a PC and you don't want to use Edge and you're just going to install the extension, you're going to do the same thing, right? You're going to install it, you're going to see it, you're going to click IE8 because we want to emulate IE8 is what we want. Alternatively, you can also click this button right here, this little settings button, and there's like a bunch of different options and stuff. Make sure you're running the latest version, right? Which is this 17.331. This is not our product. This is a third-party company, right? But you can do it, and you'll notice they've got pricing information and everything here on it. But if you scroll down and you put the auto URLs, what'll happen is it'll automatically like turn on when you go to my chapter manager. So if you want to, you can come over here and you can right-click my chapter manager, right? And you can paste that here, just like that, my chapter manager. And now when that ever comes on, it'll automatically switch to this, right? The other thing you can do is where it says IE compatibility mode, just set it to 8 all the time. And then you won't have to remember to change that toggle back and forth when you go there, right? Now, if you do that, let's just close it down again and open her back up. Here let's get rid of my Windows PC and all my stuff out of the screen here, right? And now we're just going to open it back up. I'm going to hit quit, and I'm going to open up Edge again. So I'm going to open up my Mac, Edge, boom, there it is. Now I should see it's right here. I'm sorry, that is my Chrome. Sorry, let me move that out of the way. Yeah, there, we'll put that out of the way. Chrome is out of the way. There's Edge. So, all right, so now you can see we're back to where we were with Edge, and you see it's got the little icon there. So now if we type in www.mychaptermanager, right, it's now loaded. Now it should have automatically switched to that toolbar. I'm a bit surprised that it didn't, because I would have expected it to do that, right? So I'm going to go back in and check my settings again just to make sure that it's saved. And if I scroll down, let's see here. Oh, there it is, my chapter manager. Maybe I need to put all of those same 4 URLs in there again. Let's try that. I'll do http:// boom, I added that. Removed. And oh, it looks like they can do. It looks like they've got these wildcard things. That's what I screwed up on. So if you go to, you have to do http://www.mychaptermanager.com/ and then a little star, just like that, right? And I add that, and then you have to do it for both the HTTPS and the HTTP. So I'm going to do HTTP. See, so now, so chances you probably don't even need the first 2 that I added. It looks like all you probably are needing is the, I'm sorry, I did two HTTPs. I'm going to remove that. So I'm going to go https://www.mymanager.com/. All right, there. So essentially I've got HTTPS and HTTP / little star, right? So there you go. And now, and it's set to IE8. All right. So we're going to close this down. We'll open her back up again, and let's try this one more time. All right. So we're going to open her back up, hit Edge. Boom. There it is. Bring it back over here so you can see it. I'm going to type in now mychaptermanager.com. Look, see it? It instantly came on. That's what we wanted. We wanted this toolbar just like this to instantly come on. Now, every time you go there, it's going to automatically work for you, and I suspect that the exact same thing is going to work just fine, right? So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to right-click and do Control V. Now, some people, right, will say that copy and paste does not work, because if you right-click, you see sometimes, I don't know if you saw before, I had the paste was like grayed out. That was because I was not clicking on the form, right? And see the paste is grayed out. So I put my mouse over there and I tried to paste in there by clicking on the form. So if you get that message where you don't see the paste, you can use your shortcut keys, which is like Command V to paste, or Command X, I think, to copy, right? A lot of people will just use their mouse, right? But I've had some people think that copy and paste does not work when really it does. It's just we're not clicking on the form, right? So now I'm going to copy and paste that same thing here. Boom. Now it's going to say, do you want Internet Explorer to remember your password? I can say yes or no. I might be say yes, so that way it comes in here, right? Now, oh, I think I put the wrong password in. So I'm going to type in the password form. So in password fields, you may not be able to paste because it's a password field. So I'm going to hit copy. Now in newer web browsers like Chrome, it will let you do that. But in the older IE8s, they don't let you paste, right, on passwords. All right, so it says the password does not match. Do you want to restore it? I'm going to say yes, right? So it's fine. We're now back in business. Same thing. You'll notice that now if I click on where it says my chapter manager, I can get this here. And if I click around, right, works just fine. Now, chances are you probably are seeing it looks a little laggy compared to, like, say, the PC or the Parallels desktop. And that's just because of the IE Chrome extension. The way it's working, that's the IE Chrome extension, because essentially it's emulating a PC inside of your web browser, right, to make this all work. So that's kind of the magic behind the scene of what they're doing. But it should be just fine. You shouldn't have any problems with anything. Everything works exactly the same. So there you have it. If you have any other questions, please let us know. But this should explain how to use this on both a PC and a Mac. All right. Thank you for your time. And again, thank you for supporting us and supporting More Than Rewards. If you have any other questions, you can give us a call. But, you know, we really appreciate it, and we really do value you as a customer and your support, because without you guys, we would not be able to offer this and be in business. So thank you.